people ask me if they can benefit from Rolfing if they've been in a car accident. And my response is that the sooner they come to the Rolfer after a car accident, the better. Because typically, even if there's no broken bones, if there's no bleeding, when you get hit by a car that weighs 2,000 pounds and it's even going 5 or 10 miles an hour, things in your body begin to shift and change. Small amounts of microscopic tearing occurs in the tissue, maybe at the spine, maybe in different areas that strike parts of the car, or get jolted a little bit, or your head hits the window. So the sooner these things are addressed, the less they become an impacted problem, which then begins to create other compensations in your body. Oftentimes, after a car accident, people will say, well, you know, I had a headache for a couple of days, and I feel okay. And I say, well, you might want to investigate this a little bit further, because oftentimes you really don't experience the true impact of this accident until 2 or 3 years later down the line, when you begin to take up rollerblading or bicycling or running, and then suddenly you realize that, gee, my body just won't do this. How come? Well, it's not just because you're a little bit older, but it's often because of some of these old accidents which have created adhesions, and certain parts of your body actually are just stuck. And until you get those things unstuck and get things realigned and balanced, then it's going to be really difficult. So as a Rolfer, specifically, I begin to look at the balance of your pelvis. Now, our pelvis is supposed to be a supportive structure that supports everything above it, and at the same time should have a certain amount of mobility and should have a balance to it, so that as you walk, as you move, as you sit, as you stand, if your pelvis is torqued and it's not working right, you'll usually feel tired after standing for a few minutes. You'll often feel some pain. You'll often feel as if you want to be doing something else or just lie down for a while. And then you get up and you'll say, oh, I feel a little bit better, and then you want to lie down again. So when your pelvis has good mobility, not only do you feel better, but your whole energy level is increased, because it takes less effort to do what you want to do. So in any type of car accidents, whether it's a whiplash or something that's affecting your back, typically after a few months, every part of your body will have become involved in this healing process, or a process of trying to compensate for what doesn't work. So what I try to do as a Rolfer is take out these patterns of strain, these areas that certain parts of your body have begun to try to compensate for something else being stuck. And then we begin to address the area that's truly stuck. And after you free all the structures up and you get things balanced and lined up again, then the person feels like, oh, now I feel like I do before I had this accident. And then life goes on.
Take this arm. Let it go. Now just let it fall. That's it. Let it fall more. Catch once more. Just let it go. Doesn't want to move very well, does it?
No, it jerks its way around.
Have you injured this arm at some time?
Yeah, in junior high school at the age of 13 or 14, tumbling, I broke the collarbone.
Bodies carry their history written within them. In the event of accidents, and sometimes quite minor accidents, little Johnny falls, and Mama looks him over and he's still operational. And Mama tells the neighbor, we're so lucky, Johnny didn't hurt himself. Nothing happened to Johnny, but actually things have happened to Johnny, and various of Johnny's muscles have been displaced, so that Johnny, in continuing to move around, to run around, to climb around, is using a different muscular pattern. And that different muscular pattern places itself on top of what should be the effective muscular pattern of the uninjured body. But it all talks to the seeing eye of what has gone on to displace the muscular patterns within the body.
What I can tell is that there was injury over here on this shoulder, both from the way it moves and from the way the tissue feels.
So if you're ready to make some improvements in your body and life after your car accident, I feel confident that Rolfing can help you. Go to my website or give me a call. How does that sound?